Flash warning for photosensitive viewers. Spongebob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake is a game with a lot of potential. However, the unsharpened edges of this game are inescapable. Let's talk about the positives first. It throws a bunch of fun ideas into the open, based on the premise that SpongeBob and Patrick blew too many magical bubbles and inadvertently screwed with the glue of reality, cosmic jelly. Now you have to go across worlds, collecting that jelly and finding your friends. It's kind of like a version of Kingdom Hearts that both makes more and less sense. Once you're given a little more freedom, especially after the first area, it's got some really fun gameplay loops to work with, like karate kicking everything in sight and challenging yourself to never land on the ground while doing it. When I'm going and talking to any of the characters scattered across the map, there's always fun little clips of banter. The nicest part of this game, besides getting some classic SpongeBob music and a dash of things that sound like they would be classic SpongeBob music, is the character writing.
Sorry, Sheriff. I'm taking this one in.
I sure should stop drinking so much cactus soda on the job.
I'm a fan of classic SpongeBob, and the newer episodes are generally hit or miss for me. But for some reason, all of the humor in this game just works. Maybe it's the part of me that knows how to turn off my brain and have fun when I need to. On top of all of that, the sound effects all make sense in the best way. Most of the movement has that swooshing from the show that reminds you that they're still underwater. Sometimes in gameplay, the voice lines can feel a bit too redundant if you're cycling through the same actions, but it's still pleasant in its own goofy way.
Ooh, more jelly!
This game pops with color, and for what it is, it's a fun little romp if you don't expect the world from it. Cosmic Shake also makes the most sense to me on the go in handheld mode on the Switch, where you can play it as a bite-sized adventure that impresses when compared to the 3DS or PS Vita games from their own time that were all too ambitious for their own good. It's probably bias, but I have to imagine that the Switch was the main focus when this game was developed. That being said, Cosmic Shake is available on other consoles. Probably because it's what makes it most marketable, but it makes me wonder, are the other systems utilizing the extra power that they have, or does Cosmic Shake run like it does on the Switch on everything else? Cosmic Shake feels like if it had a new coat of paint, got a remaster or remake, then it would be perfect. The only problem is, this game is a new release. There's a bunch of fun ideas thrown at you. The vocal delivery of all of the characters is on point. It feels like one really long SpongeBob episode, or a series of them. But when it comes to polish and execution, the movement feels just a little off, the cutscenes automatically pull you out of gameplay just a bit too soon while you're roaming around, and there's just a bit too much hand-holding. Granted, this game's target audience is kids who like SpongeBob, but as a certified goofy goober, I want nothing more than to have as much fun playing a Spongebob SquarePants game as I possibly can. I was willing to overlook most of the flaws I'd experienced up until a certain point, but my gripes came and reared their ugly head after I got to a part in the first world. After exiting the saloon in Manta Fe, you're given a task to find more cactus juice. And so, with the years of experience and priming I've had in prior games, I just sauntered off to follow the objective marker. Only, the objective marker led me to a zone where if I tried to advance, either nothing happened or I'd just keep taking damage. After looking at a walkthrough and circling back, I realized that from pure chance I hadn't triggered a cutscene that would have allowed me to progress, all because I barely missed its trigger range. The game should have led me to it if that's what I needed to do to keep on enjoying, or playing. All of this is to say, the priority of Cosmic Shake feels a little off, and the moments where I'm really enjoying it unfortunately get undercut by things like this that don't feel too planned out. At this point in the original review, I was going to compare this game to Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild in order to say that maybe my expectations were unfairly high, but I still wanted more. Alternatively, I'd like to offer this. I haven't played the other huge SpongeBob game, Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original version nor the rehydrated one for that matter, but I feel like I should assume it didn't become a cult classic by missing things the way Cosmic Shake does. I think that Cosmic Shake is just this close to being great, but sometimes I get distracted by how much I want to be enjoying this one. Cosmic Shake is good, it's fun, but it's got issues for sure. Thank you to THQ Nordic for the review code.